Today we will see some more programs on list, and then we will go for the programs of dictionary. In the previous video we have seen three programs on list, that is how to access the list element and how to find out maximum and minimum element out of the list. This program will be the fourth program. This will find out the mean, that means average, and sum of elements of a list. This is the program. So this program will find out mean and sum of the list. So first of all, from user we are taking the values we are requesting user to input a value. This is the first code. After that, in X we are taking the length of list. Suppose user has given 5 value in the list, that is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Suppose this is the list and I am giving the index value also. So this user has given. We have taken the length within X, that means X will be how much? 5. Then we are declaring two variables. One is mean, we are writing 0. One is sum, we are writing 0. After that, we are declaring a for loop for I in range. Within that, 0, x, 1. Then we are writing sum equal to sum plus li. Out of the loop we are coming, we are writing mean equal to sum by x. Then we are printing the output, that is we will be printing the output. Please wait for a while. Now we are printing. First of all, the list will be printed. That means these values will be printed. After that, we are printing sum, and then we are printing mean or average. So how this will work? First of all, L is given by the user 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. I have mentioned the index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. After that, I have taken the length of the list within X, that is 5. After that, two variables I have taken, mean and sum. Both variables I have given 0 to initialize. I have started a for loop for I in range 0, x, 1. That means I will start from 0. What is the value of x? 5. So I will go 1 plus before 5, that means 4, that means the last index. And I will be incremented by 1. So I am running the loop. First, the value of the I will be 0. So we will come here. Sum is 0. So 0 plus Li, that is L0. So L0 means 10. So sum is 0. 0 plus 10 is 10. So now sum is 10. Then from here the loop will circulate here and it will be incremented by 1. Then I will be 1. If I will be 1, then it will be Li, that means L1. Previously it was 10. Now L1 means 20. That means total 30. 30 will be saved in sum. Then again the loop circulate. I will be incremented by 1. Then I will be 2. Again the loop come here. Sum equal to sum plus Li. Now I is 2. That means L2 means 30. Previously sum was keeping 30. That means 30 plus 30, 60. 60 will be there in sum. Again the loop circulate. I will be incremented by 1. That means I will be 3. Again the loop come here. Sum equal to sum plus I. Now I is 3. Sum was 60. L3 means 40. So 60 plus 40, 100. Within sum. Again the loop circulate. I will be incremented by 4. When I will be incremented by 4, then sum equal to sum plus Li. Li means 4. Sum was 100. Now Li, that means L4. L4 means 50. So 100 plus 50, it will be 150. So sum becomes 150. Remember, sum becomes 150. Now we are coming out of the loop. When we are coming out of the loop, we are writing mean equal to sum by x. What is the value of x? 5. What is the value of sum? 150. That means 150 by 5. What comes? 50. Sorry, 30. So mean means 30. So sum is 150 and mean is 30. So now we are print the list L, that means this will be printed. Sum equal to 150 will be printed. Mean or average equal to 30 will be printed. So this is the program, a very easy program. Next program we are going how to find out a value within list and the position. That means we are finding out a value and position. The value will be given by user. So we are starting the program. First of all, we are taking a list from user. We are telling enter some values. So user is giving some values. We are taking it in the values we are user giving is being taken by list L. We are taking the length of the list in X. After that, in A, we are writing int input, enter a value to be searched. We are telling user to give a value that will be searched within the list. The value will be given into A. After that, we are starting a for loop. I will be starting from 0. I will be go one place before x. X means length of the list, and then 1. Then we will use one if condition. If x a, the given value by user, is equal to li, if we find, then print, we will write a is found at I. This will be the output, and then we will use break statement. If it is not found, we will come to the else part of the for loop. Remember, this is not the else part of the for loop. This else part is for the for loop. This else is not for the if. This else is not for the if. This else is for loop. Then we are writing print a is not found. So this is the program. How the program will run? L equal to eval input, enter some values. Suppose user has given some values. Suppose the values are 1, 13, 19, 17, 100. This value user has given. I am mentioning the index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the list L. These are the 5 values, and these are the indexes. How many values? 5. So x will be 5. So remember, x will be 5. I am writing here. So x is 5 because 5 elements are there. Now suppose we are asking user to give a value that will be searched. We are telling user to provide a value that will be searched within list. User has given, suppose, 19. This 19 will be searched. So for I in range x, 0, x, 1, that means I will be starting from 0. So now I is 0. If a means 19, equal to li means L0. What is the value of L0? 1. So 19 equal to 1? No. Then this part will not work. Then when this part will not work, then again the loop will circulate. Again I am telling 19 equal to L0. L0 means 1. That means 19 equal to 1? No. 19 equal to 1? No. So this if will not work. Then the loop will circulate and the value will be incremented by 1. So now I will be 1. Now I will be 1. We will come again into if. A means 19. Now I means 1. L1 what? 13. So 19 equal to 13? No. Again the loop circulate. We will come into 2. I will be incremented by 1 and then I will be 2. Again we come into if. A means 19 equal to Li. I means 2. What is the value of L2? 19. So 19 equal to 19? Yes. So it will be printed A. A means 19 is found at then I. I means 2. But remember, the index value is 2, but the position is 3. So we will write I plus 1, that means 3. The index is 2, but the position is third, first, second, third. That is why I have written I plus 1. So A means 19 is found at third position. Then break. When break will occur, the control will come outside of the if. Don't think break will move you into else. No. Break will move you outside of the for. Remember, suppose user is given 50. 1, 2, 3, 4 like this. When I will be 5, at one position I will be 5. When I will be 5, normally we will come out from the for loop. When normally we will come out from the for loop, then we go to else part. Then it will be printed A, that means 19 is not found. So remember, when you are normally coming out from the for loop, then you will go to else part. So this is our program. Next is the last one of list. Please wait. This program is user will give a value. We have to search how many times the value is there in the list. So suppose the condition is finding frequency of user given value. Finding frequency of user given value. So first of all, we are taking a list from user. We are telling user to give values. User will give value. Where user is giving value, we are taking giving value, then this entire value will be put into list L. Suppose user has given this value 11, 19, 27, 39, 40. User has given these values and these values are kept in the list. So this is L and indexes are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. That means total 5 elements. We are taking the length of L into X. That means you can understand X will be 5. That means 5 elements. Now we are telling user to enter a value. We are telling user enter a value. We are telling user to enter a value whose frequency we will find out. Suppose user has given 11. Remember this. Next code, we are writing a for loop. No, suppose we are writing C equal to 0. C is a variable which will count how many times a value will be there in list. Now we are starting a for loop for I in range 0, x, 1, and then we are writing if a equal to li, c equal to c plus 1. After that we are writing, we are coming out from the for loop, if c equal to 0, print a is not found, else print a is found for c times. So this is the entire program. Now I am describing the program. First, I have taken a list from user. Suppose user has given this list 11, 19, 11, 39, 11. How many values are there? 5. Index 0, 1, 2, x, how many value? 5. X will contain 5. This is the length of the list. We are requesting user to give a value whose frequency will be counted. So user will give a particular value. Suppose user is giving 11. This 11 user is giving into A. So user is giving 11 into A. So A contains 11. C is a variable which will count how many times 11 is there in the list. We are starting a for loop for I in range 0, x, 1. If A equal to Li, C equal to C plus 1. Now start. For I in range 0, that means I will start from 0. So if A means 11 equal to Li. Now I is 0, that means L0. What is in L0? 11. Then C equal to C plus 1. What is the value of C? 1. C equal to C plus 1 means now C contains 1. Again the loop will circulate. When the loop will circulate, I will be incremented by 1. That means I will be 1. Previously I will be 0. Now I will be 1. Again it will be tested. A equal to Li. Now what is the value of I? 1. That means L1. L1 means 19. So 11 equal to 19. 11 equal to 19. No. Then C will not be incremented. The value of the C will not be incremented. Then again we will go here. I will be incremented by 1. Then I will be 2. When I will be 2, again we test. A equal to Li. Now the value of I is 2. So L2 means 11. So 11 equal to 11? Yes. C is incremented by 1. What was the value of C? 1. Incremented by 1 means now it is 2. Again the loop will run. I will be incremented by 1. Then I will be 3. Again test. A equal to Li. Li means L3. A means 11. L3 means 39. That is 11 equal to 39. No. Then C will not be executed. C will not be incremented. Again the loop will circulate. I will be incremented by 1. Now I will be 4. When I will be 4, again we test. A means 11. 11 is equal to L4. L4 means 11. So 11 equal to 11? Yes. C is incremented by 1. So now C will be 3. Again the loop will circulate. I will be incremented by 1. So now what will be the value of I? 5. I will be 5. So 5 touches the highest point because x is 5. When I will be touching x, we will come out from the list. We will come out from the list. That means we will be here. If C equal to 0, what is the value of C? 3. So 3 equal to 0. Is 3 equal to 0? No. Then we come here. What is printing? Print A is found for C times. That means what will be printed? 11 is found for 3 times. So 11, you can see 11 is found at 3 times. So this is the program. So this is all about the loop program. Thank you.